I'm Senior Life Sciences Analyst John Vandermosten, joined by ACHV Life Sciences. We have the Chief Executive Officer, Rick Stewart, with us, and the Chief Commercial Officer, Jaime Xinos. Thanks for joining us today. ACHV has achieved a lot recently. Most notably, you have submitted your new drug application to the FDA and received acceptance. So I'd like to pass it off to you and explain and have you explain what some of the upcoming milestones are now that you've done that.
Well, thank you for having us, John. I think the nearest FDA event is the submission of the 120-day safety data. It's part of the long-term safety study. FDA asked us to deliver a safety review with 300 patients with 6 months exposure to the drug and 100 patients with 12 months exposure to the drug. So that's what we're going to be doing in the middle of October as part of the NDA submission process.
Okay, and I think the FDA has also assigned a PDUFA date or target action date that's coming up in the middle of next year. What will you be doing as we go towards that date coming up June of 2026?
I think there's two major events that are coming up. We'll engage in labeling discussions with the FDA as we approach the PDUFA date. But I think more importantly, it's actually focusing in on the commercial infrastructure build to support the launch of cytisinicline in late 2026.
Okay. And we have with us Jaime Xinos, who is the Chief Commercial Officer.
Hi, John.
And I think you're leading up the effort to take on those commercialization activities. Why don't you tell us some of the things that you're doing to prepare for the upcoming launch of cytisinicline?
Yeah, thanks for having us, John. So we're doing a lot. Obviously, we have a lot of work ahead of us in the next year. We've started to build out our internal team. So we've brought in a VP of commercial development, a VP of market access. We brought in another colleague to help us with some of the supply chain management. Really what we are focusing on is our partnership with Omnicom, which we've brought in 8 agencies to help support the activities that we need to do. And we're digging in deep with those. So we're building out, as Rick mentioned, kind of the commercial infrastructure, which is heavily digitally driven. So we have a marketing technology infrastructure that we're building that we'll be executing all of our programming through. We're refining our targeting so that we know exactly who we need to reach in the marketplace. And then we'll start building out some of the messaging and the deliverables of and which channels we'll be going after the specific customers that we want to target at our launch.